Okay. So, totally robotic. Like, I'm not afraid of you.
You shouldn't have said that.
Okay. And then, you are a strong, independent woman.
Really?
Yes.
And then, the possibility that Bella might get killed in the process when she has to leave Edward for the first time. You are my life now. Yeah, it's pretty much...
Really, really, really robotic acting from both Kristen and Rob. Okay.
Other characters.
A little bit more. Jacob. I liked... The guy who played Jacob wasn't the best actor, but, he, just mostly seemed, endearing and sweet and, just like...
non-threatening.
That guy, yeah, non-threatening. That guy, who's just, a good guy. And, like, the beginning with, Bella and Jacob, she's like, I wish you would go to my school, so then there would be someone there that I knew. So it seemed like, they were friends.
Yeah.
And that Bella just wasn't some, horror.
Like, oh God, who's this?
No,
Jacob
she wasn't some horror who, took advantage of his innocence to try and, weasel the story about vampires out of him, like she does in the book. She doesn't do that, so it's not like she led him on, like she does in the books, so it seems like her and Jacob's relationship is, one of friendship and not her manipulating him. Oh, and also with
Bella and Charlie.
Bella and Edward's relationship isn't as horrible as it is in the books. Edward doesn't seem as controlling, and, Bella doesn't seem, as spineless, except for they said that he stalks her and watches her sleep. That
was creepy part.
But that was, like, the only creepy factor of their relationship that was put in the movie. I mean, in the books, their relationship is pure. Oh my God, people think this is romantic. People are fucked up
in the head.
Yeah.
Billy
and Charlie together.
So funny
and awesome. I loved Billy, and Charlie was good. I also really liked about Forks how they have like that waitress in the diner, and those old guys. Like it helped.
What's going on?
Yeah, it helped contextualize the town more. So Forks felt like a real place versus just something that Bella bitches about 24/7 because it's too green and wet and rainy and all.
Greenly.
And all.
I had to say it.
And all that other crap, she loves to complain about.
Oh, I've got to talk about the bad guys.
Oh, yeah. James. Awesome.
Awesome. Did very decently.
He's like what a vampire should be. Although
the way he looked, like, very...
creepy.
Yes.
And good. Okay, so then the clothes.
What are they wearing?
The clothes of, the bad vampires. I mean, it's like, where's Tim from Project Runway when you need him? Going like this.
Or Queer Eye. I missed that show, Queer Eye.
Carson! Where's Carson? Where is he?
I mean, Victoria with that fluffy thing? The only person that works for is...
Sesshomaru.
From Inuyasha.
I mean, he can pull that off because he's badass. And he actually is badass because, he can,
Rip some guy's head off
in the first
movie.
Or book. But anyway, or in the second volume of the manga. But yeah, like he rips the guy's head off. He, in the anime, he, flings out his talents to kill tons of people with.
Point being, Victoria does not deserve that fluffy thing.
Yeah, because she doesn't do anything in the movie. She basically just stands there and looks threatening. And also, what was the guy with the dreads? What was his clothes about?
He looks like a pirate. Because of the white thing.
Vampires are supposed to look badass.
Yeah, I mean, I realize, they probably don't care.
If they're bad vampires, they have to look badass and cool.
The only badass was James, like, the half-naked one,
Yeah, who was fine, by the way.
Yeah, he was hot.
Yeah, hottie guy, hot. Alright,
Spike's hotter.
Yeah.
Spike from Buffy. Well, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so to recap, pretty much boring, pretty much flat. Pretty much everybody besides Rob and Kristen did a decent or better job acting, if we're being fair. And
parts that were supposed to be funny weren't.
Yeah, the sparkles, and the sound of sparkling, that was so awesomely hilarious. The music, I forgot to say, the music sucked.
Oh my God.
Whoever did the score, that was like the flattest.
Just
also very flat, also very...
In the beginning, I mean, with the actual, verbal audio that they had, it was decent, but in the certain scenes, the music did not match with what was going on.
Yeah.
It was just so freaking... It was just unacceptable.
Just really dull, whoever did the score. Except for, like, when the actual songs, like when Bella was getting the venom sucked out of her and whatever song that was a pretty good choice of song. Good editing, too. Yeah. I was impressed by the editing and how that scene with the music was put together. But other than that, the music really sucked.
When she realized that Edward was a vampire, that was decent.
Decent music. And editing.
Yeah.
With the directing and stuff. And, probably the worst chemistry I've seen ever. Between two actors who were supposed to be in a love story.
Like you were saying, it's like a brother and sister trying to put on a movie, a love scene.
Yeah, I mean, and it doesn't have to be porn, but,
Yeah. Let's have some
Rouge, Romeo and Juliet, the Baz Luhrmann version and the original one,
even
Kira and Orlando from Pirates of the Caribbean. Emma and Rupert from Harry Potter. They are amazing together.
Even if they, from year 1 through 5, they don't make out, still
they pop.
They
can act.
Their chemistry is perfect.
They bring, this life out of one another, but no life.
From Robert or Kristen.
Yeah, just so flat. Just so flat. Okay.
Well, I guess that wraps it up.
See Twilight, just don't spend your money on it.
Bootleggers.
We love you.
Mwah.
Mwah.
Bye, guys.
Peace out. Auf Wiedersehen.